Okay, guys, so I'm gonna share my screen here. So this is my screen. I'm gonna open up a new chart so you guys can see exactly two moves that I actually caught some of the second move. The first move I was unable to catch because I was sleeping. It was London session. Perfect move on US30. US30 is a pair, the indices that I trade that I like to trade. You know, a lot of people trade currencies, GJ, which is GBP, JPY, AUD, USD, Euro, USD, EU. I like to trade US30. When I first started trading, I started trading 2 years ago. And this is what I started trading with US30. It kicked my ass. And like I blew so many accounts because it's a definitely an expert pair because when it comes to lot sizes and position sizing and really like um understanding risk management. It's not like currencies. So like a point zero one is a dollar. Another on currencies they'll be like 10 cents, I believe. Point one will be like a dollar on currencies. On US30 will be $10. It all depends on the broker, but I don't want to talk too much. I should have introduced myself, but I like to go straight. I see other videos, people just talk, talk, talk. I rather just go straight into the what I gotta show you, and then at the end I'll give you guys a description of myself. This is actually my first video that I'm doing. So let me just drop. Let's just go right in. This is how I trade. This is how I you could have caught these two moves today. Today's the 1st of March. So yeah, so I usually start the daily. Um, I just have this MA, the 50 MA. I have other ones. I have like a 66 and an 8 and a 200. I don't use them as much. I just look at it to see which one's over what, the red or blue. So obviously we're in a bearish market according to the MAs. Not you always want to go by structure. Market structure is key. It took me 2 years to finally a year and not 2 years, a year and a half to finally understand that market structure is key. Even though you hear about it, you talk about it, we look at courses, people talk about it. So you understand that not gonna, probably flourish. Market structure is key. So clearly we're in a downtrend. I know we've been in an uptrend, but as you can see here, you can say this whole zone right here has been respecting. See, bang, 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 bang. It broke it. So then, as you can see, it broke it. So this pair right here, this particular one that it doesn't show you a gap, but it gapped around this area here. Where was that gap? I'll show you right now. This is another thing. Okay, right here, gap. So February 27th, February 27th, February 27th. Right here, this whole downward candle right here was a gap. So it basically gapped. So as you can see, regardless, it broke down here prior to Friday. And then now it just retested. I've been waiting for this retest. I know a lot of people call buys here. I didn't buy. I was just waiting for a retest because overall we're still in a downtrend. So basically, overall, what I see is I see it made a high here. It made it back to a regular low after it retested. It made another high, low, a higher high. You could like people could anticipate. Let me put this here. People could anticipate this, you would if it were to continue going up, you would want to either see something here and then go up, or it could be all the way up, or it could just it could have done this, you know, right? Or if you could believe it's gonna go up, which is okay at that point before it broke this. At that point, you can still think we're still going up. It did create a higher low here and then another higher high. But once it came down here and it broke this, I knew this is all daily. Also, it took me a year and a half to mess with the higher time frames. I was always in the 30-minute, hour, 5, whole mess. But you guys, you'll know my journey as I finish. So, um, what was I saying? So basically, yes, it broke this area here. So I knew we were gonna continue down. And it's crazy because look, if I draw this line right here, it came back and retested right here. Once you see this little doji, like me, sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes I mean, I don't go aggressive, but if you want to be an aggressive trader and you don't got to go on daily, you go down to the 50, 30, 15. While you're on the daily, you go to enter up the hour. You could have entered a sell right here. Aggressive. This is an aggressive sell. Now I will go into in detail how I would have entered. But anyways, you would have could have caught the sell down. You also could have just like done this. Could have put a fib from the top to bottom. You put your fib here. Your fib would go here because you go from the highest point to the lowest point. I go bearish to bearish candles. I like to go to the candle where I found the support, which was right here. As you can see, right here, this right here, um, it came to the 61.8. It came down and then again 61.8. It just right, and this is just a double top. What happens with double top? You're looking for bearish movement. Double top. It's like an M. Simple, I just say as an M, or you can say double top. Doesn't matter. So this is a double top. As you right here, we clearly know that we're going to sell, especially not after it made this daily close. You could start looking for sells because you see. Let me change this color right here. Actually, change this right here. I'm gonna make this. I don't know, pink, just so you can show you this because I'm gonna go into a lower time frame. So I could detail. This is not the move I caught. I don't know. I don't know why I'm going back to this day, but this is gonna be quick. I just want to show you the moves actually that I caught today. I don't know why I even deviated. It's just so exciting and stuff like that. But yeah. So let me just go to the daily. You guys could see that. I mean the hour. I went to the hour. Sorry. So you guys can see. Um. So this area after this double top, you could have taken a sell. I'll show you in a few. You could have taken a sell for 30 minutes as well. 30 minutes. So after this bearish engulfing right here, let me see. I'd like to do this real quick. I don't know why it does that. Try to, let me see, inputs. All right. Okay, there you go. The inputs are good. Okay, so after it broke right here, as you can see, this was like a. I'm gonna change this to black. It's too much. As you can see, it broke it. Once an area breaks, it don't matter what time frame, it should retest. You don't want to just hop in. I know this is strong. You just don't want to hop in right away. Um, you want to wait it to retest, especially when it closed like this and then another candle like this. Because let's say you would have entered after this candle. Look at all this drawdown that you would have witnessed. And not only drawdown, there's too many pips points being like that's too much. That's 300 points. You don't want to be in that drawdown. And remember, you only want to enter high if you're going to sell. You want to enter low if you want to buy. So I would have waited for the retest of this line, which it definitely came right here. I would have taken this sell right here. You could have taken either right here, right after this bearish candle. Why? Because 2 wicks. This is a 30-minute. I could even go to the 15, but I'm gonna stick to this so I can finish quick. 30-minute. This 30-minute candle closed more than this it engulfed this candle, especially with the 2 weeks, especially on an area where I was expecting price to retest. So that's just like confluence. Also under the 50 MA, if the 50 MA looked like it was like a resistance. It was, I like to do 100 pip stop loss on US30. I learned that from two of my mentors, not mentors, but people that I watched and learned to trade from. Two guys that I learned to trade from. Actually, both use 100 pip stop loss, so it always stuck with me. I only use 100 pips um, on US30, so that's my risk almost on every trade. Um, so yeah, I do 1 to 2s, 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s. Minimum 1 to 2. I don't do nothing less than 1 to 2. So as you can see, went to the trade on this 30-minute candle. I could go in deep, but I'm not going to because I want to finish today's moves. I'm going way off topic. Way off topic. And as you can see, um, immediately you went into profit, few pips, right? Let me close this. Went into profit. But then we went into a little bit of drawdown. About how many pips was that? About 85 pips, almost. But look, it never broke above the MA. And then you're straight to profit. This is a 1 to 2. Now, let me tell you before this, you want to go to the daily. Not even going to come up. And to be honest with you, your take profit, this is your long-term take profit. This is just to let you guys know. This is how I would trade. I'm a day trader. I'm like a mix of everything. I swing, intraday, and scalp. Not really scalp, but I like to hold trades for a few hours. Sometimes I like to swing, especially with this pair. So I would swing with this pair. If it's not a high lot size, like real low, 0.05s, I will let it run a few days. 0.01 to 0.05, I let it run a few days. Maybe a 0.10, which is $10 a pip, maybe. But this is, so the way I trade is overall, my take profit are based off high time frame. My stop loss is based off the lower time frame, my entry time frame. And when I say, even though it's 100 pips, always I try to keep it at 100. I try to go, go to the 30-minute. I try to it be above, it be either if a sell, it has to be around resistance. If it's a buy, it's around support. But I put it at 100 here. It looked like pretty good of this little resistance here. So yeah, you sold. Overall, the whole move, yes, the whole move was TP here. Why? Because this is the first TP of the fib. As you can see, it was 61. So overall, I'm anticipating to come all the way down, which it did. Actually, on the 24th, if you would have entered on 10th, actually 2 weeks. Now, I'm not telling you to hold the trade for 2 weeks, because you could have got out this trade after you've caught all this move. You didn't have to, but you could have maintained it, and you could have, because look, they're all higher low points. Look, you could have entered here again, somewhere here. You could have actually entered here again. Came back up. You could have entered here to catch this little move, and then here, as you can see, is a support, and then it shot up. But then you would have, obviously, you would have kept going up to the higher time frame. Would have seen that this was a support right here. Where's this line from? This line for a reason. As you can see, I forgot, but it was held as resistance. And then you can see lower highs being created, and you can just keep selling, adding more positions, because you overall know, like, you should know that you should only be selling. You shouldn't be buying at all. The whole market. You should know that if you know that your target is down here, you should know that you should be able to catch multiple sells on the way down. But enough about that trade. Let me talk about the trade of today, which was right here, this area. Let me just go down to the 4-hour. I'm gonna go to the daily, not to the daily. So yeah. So if you look at this here, or the 1 hour, because where I saw it, what was it that I saw it? Okay, sorry here. So I woke up like around 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock this morning. So I woke up around here. But when I woke up, I was like, damn, I missed this move. This was actually a good move. Remember, I said I was waiting for price to come back in here so I can sell. This was a little sell, but then I think last night, which was Monday, since like Sunday night to Monday, price has been going up. But like I said, remember this right here was a gap. This whole thing here was a gap in the market. It's just gap. It just shows here UMT4 or another thing. It shows a gap. I was just waiting for price to one close the gap, come back up, and form some type of structure. So yeah, it did going up, but I already knew that overall we're selling. You know, I put a fib. Well, this is the daily fib, so I'm gonna take this one off. We already hit our target. So if you want, I can take a fib from heat up. And try to read all of these. So I'll take the fib from well, okay, the first fib would have been from here to here. As you can see, but this is it hit 38.2 and it hit TP1 and TP2 and way beyond. So clearly you move this all the way down here and you put this, I guess. Here. Here. You move all the way down here. The 4 hours. So from here, high point, which was the previous lower high, to the next low, lower low. Price came up. This is the 61.8 confluence one. It's in this daily zone that has been hitting all this time that it actually broke confluence two. Number two confluence, right? Came back here. I've been waiting for it to come back right here. So you can see 1 in the morning. Let me go to the 1 hour. So now I know I'm looking for sales, regardless. After I saw this candle right here, I was looking for sales in this area. I didn't expect it to go up. As soon as, well, I didn't see, I was sleeping, but as soon as I came on the screen, I saw that if I would have seen this candle, the doji, and look how little it is. It's not that much volume in it, no much power. And then this one engulfed, this candle right here, engulfed it. I would have, on just on the 1 hour, I would have taken that sell right after this candle. Could have gone to the 30-minute, could have waited maybe even up to this candle where it reached the MA and then sold. Could have done that. So, I don't know where it is. Am I looking at this right? Yeah, could have sold that actually. Yeah, I am looking at it right. I'm like, damn, price looks like it's right there still. And yeah, I would have sold right here after you could have sold after look 1, 2, 3 candles, even 4 candles. You could have counted this big one right here, all of this. You could have used all of this. First of all, that's waiting too much, but you could have used all of this as confluence to enter a trade. I would have done what I do. I do 100 pips. My I don't know why it does this. I don't know why. I do 1 to 2, 2 to 1. Okay, 2 to 1 to start off, and then I'll adjust it. But we all know what our TP is. Our TP would be our TP overall would be 27. But for a short-term move, could have gone to the 30-minute, could have taken a fib from right here to, well, okay, that was the first move. Okay, that's the first move I was talking about, right? Before I go into that one. So yeah, I would have entered right here. I would have caught 200 pips, a 2 to 1 easily. Could have even just targeted this area right here, where these pips, where these wicks are. It was like the last bottom of support right here. No, the support for this area here. And if you can see, kind of on the 1 hour, I'll put a zone. I'm gonna change the color. This was resistance, support right here. See that? For this area, change the color. I'll put it. Whatever, pink. Resistance. And even if you would have gone all the way back, look, support, little resistance right here, support, and that I would have targeted this zone right here, anywhere. Which is about, how many pips is this? About 500 pips. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's a lot of pips. You risk 100, you were barely in drawdown. You know, and if you didn't catch that move, you could have actually, when it, like, you know, if you woke up late, like I did, what I did was, look, I took a fib from right here and you put it to the bottom of this. It came back, it retraced to what, guys? Let's see, right? And it retraced to 38.2, 38.2 on the fib. So what I'm looking for sales. Remember, this was 9:30 open. So I would go all the way down to a lower time frame. 9:30 gets crazy, by the way. You don't want to trade at 9:30. But anyways, could have taken, I'm crazy. I took the trade. But okay, so 9:30 came, spiked up, and then look, 9:45, look how it closed. It closed bearish, and it rejected the 50 MA. What I did, I entered. I don't know. Look, I gotta look at my phone to see what exact I entered, but I entered. Yeah, I entered after this candle right there. Actually, almost got stopped out. To be honest, 15 minutes, right there, and yeah, target on this 30-minute fib. First target is -27, which would have been 236 pips. If you would have held, because you would have seen the market structure. Here, so you can see market structure right here. See, it made another lower high. Look, made another lower high. Right now, this current price, we are almost 3 o'clock. This is another, it's a double top. It could be another, this is a low. It just came back up. Make another, same lower high, same thing. So honestly, you go down to the 5, let's see. Right here, I could have taken a trade while I'm teaching. I would have taken this sell. I would take this sell. You know, I would take it. And you can. You just gotta be worried. You can take it, but if you would have taken it like here, you will want to target like right here. It could come down. It could come down and just make a double bottom. This and then, you know, start creating mood. You know, I still think it's overall a downtrend, but it'll start creating. We'll start creating higher highs, higher lows. But as you can see, it's still being maintained as a downtrend. But you can't. You could have taken that right there. Yeah, those are basically the two moves that I happened today. I took one. You guys could have taken them as well. I'm gonna be dropping more videos. I'm new to this, with the video dropping and everything. I'm gonna go on our YouTube channels, me and my boy Ed Bodega. You know, he's out here doing his thing. I'm Henry. Call me Falcon. I've been trading for about 2 years now. Yeah, like 2 years. I would say consistently for a few months. I actually finally consistently figured it out. I a lot of, I've done a lot of like courses. I did in-person courses. I follow a lot of guys that trade. I look at all their videos on YouTube as well. I do a lot of things. I could be honest, out of 10, 15 people that I try to look at, 3 of them really helped me. 3 guys. In the future, I'll say who those people are if you guys want to know. The 3 really, to me, 3 really good traders that really helped me. There's other more, but I would say I would narrow it down to them 3. Um, so yeah, I'm from New York, you know. I'm trying to become a millionaire trader, and that's where we're going. I want to help as much people that need help. I have a unique and cool trading style that I think anybody can learn, and I can help people learn. And yeah, that's why I'm here. If you guys have any questions of my analysis or how I got this or anything, you guys can, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to help, you know. And yeah, I'll be dropping more videos. You guys let me know what type of videos you want to know, Fibonacci levels, support and resistance, supply and demand, market structure. I'll help you guys out. Entries. Entry was very crucial to me. Like I didn't know, funny thing is that I always it was a lot of trial and error. Like I knew a lot of times like where price was going. Like I could be like, oh, price is gonna hit this number right here. And it did hit it, but I would never enter. Because I'd be so scared to enter at a specific area that price would, like, let's say I'm saying it's gonna buy, and I say, oh, it's gonna hit this thing at 200 pips, 200 points, 200 pips. I should enter here, but I wouldn't. I'd be scared. I'm like, oh, what if not? So then price already like it boosts up already 50 points, 50 pips. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, I shouldn't enter anyways. Forget it. And then it eventually hits where I said. So if you guys need help with entries, sniper entries, let me know. I can make a video, a more detailed video. Remember, this is my first video. I know it's all over the place. I'm gonna get better and be more specific on things you guys want to see. Let me know. And yeah, I'm about to wrap it up. My IG is busy getting rich, EZG3 TTI and rich. That's my personal IG. My page IG, I just made an Instagram page. We just made an Instagram page, me and my boy Bodega, which we'll be posting more videos, more content on. Is All Money Profits. It's on IG. Simple, just All Money Profits, AMP, All Money Profits. And on Instagram, and I will be uploading more stuff on YouTube. And yeah, guys, we're here to help you guys. Trust me. I know there's a lot of people that help, but and probably teach the same thing. But maybe if you hear it from a different perspective, maybe it'll click for you, and it's fine, and it's free. We're not charging right at the moment. We're not. Everything is just to help everybody. Just want to help. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. If you did, and I'm sorry, I won't make the videos this long unless you guys want me to in the future. I didn't even know I'm supposed to do this for 2-3 minutes, and look where it took me. But yeah, have a good day, guys. Thank you.